Hi everyone, my name is Kendrick, and today I get to have Matthias back. So Matthias, welcome back, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So yes, my type is constantly play blast, MF, ENFP, and social type 3.
Oh, social type three, interesting.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
some reason, I thought you were like a four for some reason.
Oh yeah, okay. That's interesting. Most people thought I was flex for sure, actually.
Oh really? Oh, okay, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I maybe I haven't talked to you enough. I only talked to you in that one interview that we did. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah. But anyways, so when you got your social type back, because that's like the biggest difference from our first interview,
yeah.
what did you think and how did you feel about getting that?
I mean, it was a long process, and I dived deep into the social type actually, like 3 years ago when we did our interview. I was deep into it, and the social just came out, and I remember that I thought I was a two at first, and after thinking about it, I was like, okay, I do specialize a lot, and people keep telling me that I flex. I was like, okay, maybe I'm a three actually, and yeah, I think it was a long process. I didn't really accept. I mean, I was wondering if social were real after for a bit. So I went to a very long process actually with the social type. But when I talked to Dave kind of guessed I was a social type 3 when I show him all my specialization, like my website and stuff like that, my school thing and like AI stuff that I searched, like I do a lot of graph and investing stuff, like I'm very SI for ENFP, so the specialized stuff really made sense for him, I guess. And I do see that I'm most likely that social type. So that's what we kind of go back and forth with each other, and we came with the social type tree. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. So can you share a little bit of what you specialize on your day-to-day life and also what you also flex on a normal basis also when you're using your flex?
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot to do with social background. I think I would say, like social type are definitely real, but like my mother and my father went to university for a long time actually. So I think I was kind of ingrained in that kind of worldview or paradigm to go to school like a very long like my dad has a PhD, so he went to school he like he he finished his diploma like when he was like 40 or something like that. So it was really ingrained in me to go to school for a long time. So I mean right now I will do a master in psychology and maybe a PhD, but I think I will do it a lot later. So it's very much in my, let's say, social type, my kind of worldview to really go all into a subject and want to like to know a lot about it and really to like to know all the intricacies of the subject and yeah, trying to push my hobbies as far as possible, which has always been to try to learn more, to talk to people in that field, and yeah, just basically it's pretty much straightforward, I would say. Yeah,
So you said your specialization is in psychology then? Because that's the area because that's what you're studying, or is it something else? Because earlier you were talking about websites and stuff too, and AI and
yeah. I mean, it's true that I mean that's why for a while I thought maybe I was a two because I do a lot of stuff I don't know, investing, AI, psychology, even philosophy. But it's really like one at a time. It's not like I'm doing a business with it. It's more like okay, like I'm in school, I just do that. But I have some kind of hobbies that I want to really be good at, and I guess because I'm an ENFP, I can't stop, doing a bunch of stuff at the same time. So I want to learn also about other stuff. But I have to say that my specialization has always been kind of psychology and investing, and I try to merge them as much as possible. I don't know if the generalized quite like you, like the social type two, like you, uh, like. Uh, like they prefer to kind of integrate everything into a business or kind of have their own sphere of things. Me, I noticed that I try to merge them. Like I try to merge investing in psychology. I try to merge philosophy in psychology. I try to merge everything into one specialization leverage of some kind. And yeah, for me, being surface level on some stuff doesn't make so much sense. Like it's not my like it's I don't I'm not inclined to do that. So that's why it's just like I cannot not do the specialization in some sense. So it's more how I see it. Actually, yeah.
That's actually you. That's very interesting that you mentioned that social type twos merge
Yeah.
their hobbies into something that can be turned to a business or monetized. Because after you said that, I was like, it's not true. So I started thinking about, as a life of a social type two, I was like, what am I into? I'm like, okay, I like fitness. So my day job is one of my day job is fitness. Like I teach like fitness classes and stuff and personal training. And then I was like, okay, so it's not like it's a business, but it's like a job. And then I was thinking about the others, and I was like, okay, what else am I into? Oh, psychology. Oh, I have the personality YouTube channel, And then I was thinking about it's like, okay, what else am I into? Oh, I like video games. Oh, I have a gaming YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what about travel? I love traveling. Oh, I have a traveling show. I'm like, holy crap, I am turning everything to like either a job or a business. It's 100% true. So I'm like, okay, so I think that like for me personally at least, it checks all the boxes based on the description that you just described there. But
Yeah, that's funny, right? Like, I mean, can you have like just hobbies, like, like
what's
just
that?
hobbies and like one job and like the rest is like hobbies or something that you want to be good at, but like not necessarily a business or something. Yeah. Like, do you have hobbies, let's say, that are not for business?
No, none of my hobbies were when I got into them, it wasn't for the purpose of business. Like never. It was I got into them because I liked them as a hobby. And
Okay.
then because I'm a social type too, I
Okay.
have this inclination that okay, well, if I'm already involved in this, I should turn this in either to a job or a business, right? I don't know why. It's just like a by default. So it's they none of them I never had business as the first idea to when I got I didn't even want to go into business, period. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't even my goal. Like I had no like like Dave said, oh EPs tend to fall into a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like it's not like an IJ where they planned it and then they ended up there. They
Mhm.
kind of fell in there by accident.
Yeah.
So you could say everything that I have was by pure accident. Like not because I was intending it to be a business, but it was by pure accident. Like, oh, I have a travel blog that I made before. It was just for pure, just to journal like my travel experience. And then people said, "Oh, can you give me some travel tips?" And so I'm like, "Okay, well, if I'm gonna give people travel tips, I might as well charge for it." So, and then the same for the personality stuff. I'm like, well, people, I just did it for fun, like the podcast and stuff. And then people start saying, "Hey, can I pay you for typing?" I didn't even have a sales page for this thing. Like
Okay.
people started messaging me in email. They're like, can I pay you for typing? Can I pay you for coaching?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure, why not?" And then now it's like a little side thing, right? Just on the side, right? And then same for I now have a gaming YouTube channel and then it's like making money from ad revenue. And that wasn't like the purpose of it. I only did that gaming YouTube channel because I like video games, number one. And number two, because I was playing a mobile game. And if you make videos for that game, they give you like free items in the game. So like that's why I did it. And then it became huge. And then I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Like, so a lot of it's like by accident. It's not like that was the goal. I think twos and threes, they're kind of interesting because twos and threes, they have like mutual admiration for whatever the other person is good at. Like I've always admired the specialist for being really good at that one thing, and I've always wanted to specialize on something and like go all in that area. And I have accidental specialization. Like working in fitness, I've been there for over 10 years. So like I have very deep knowledge when it comes to the fitness industry. Not because I cared to actually specialize in it. It was by accident because it was like my side, it's my day job that pays the bills. So by
Mhm.
accident, just being there for so long, I just specialize. But the area that I'm really passionate about when it comes to specialization is actually being a content creator. That is what I'm like passionate about. So that's my specialization. It doesn't matter actually about the topic. So I don't know, like maybe you can elaborate a little bit more because you're a specialist. But for me, the specialization is not psychology, it's not gaming, it's not fitness, it's content creation. That's
Yeah.
that's that's what I love to specialize in.
The
So
specialization is like a generalist kind of sphere, like that can rotate. I feel like content creation is like so large that it's like you can really specialize in some sense. I find that interesting that this generalization. way of specialization is like
Yeah,
then
it's
about that
generalist.
we can prototype like
It's
I don't
weird.
know.
Yeah, it's definitely a generalized specialization. But if you think about it, it's not act. It seems that way. But if you're looking from a skill set standpoint, what is content creation for YouTube, for example? What skill set do you need to get good at, right? Well, you need to be good at putting the headlines on the video, and then you have to be good at making the thumbnail, and then you have
Yeah,
to get good at editing the video, and also creating the storyboard for the content, and then telling that story or presenting that information. So there are certain areas. So it's kind of more like how the what do you call it? Those people, the ENTP, the INTP, the ISFJ, and ESFJ, where they have ST sleep. So their identity is tied to competence. So it's kind of like that, where it's like competence in this area, content creation area. That's the goal. But although my identity is not tied to competence, because I'm like you, I have SF sleep like you.
yeah.
So it's more like the popularity that my identity is tied to. But still, the goal there is the specialization is still content creation. It's different from from a specialist where you're specializing on a specific topic. You know. Yeah, yeah. But I did like what you said earlier, that um, you still had multiple hobbies because you're still an ENFP and you still can't help but jump. You know.
That's why it was hard to know my social type in some sense. And I think that I, I mean, I've noticed a pattern that for Enneagram, it's really hard to know the social type. And I find that we're more triggered than other type potentially with the social type. Like I've talked to a bunch of Eni, and they like it's more triggering. I feel the social type. I feel like the other types are like with social or like they don't give so much a damn about it. Like they're like, yeah, I'm a four, yeah, I'm a one. Like it's not a lot of drama there. But I've noticed with any, it's harder for any saviors or dominant. I would say that. So and it makes sense to me. Like I do feel like a two, but like I know that I specialize so much compared to the other. So just looking at the tribe, the people in the data, like my type twins, like Sacha Baron Cohen, Denis Villeneuve, and like all the other ones, like comparing, I'm like, okay, on the spectrum, I'm definitely not that. I'm more on that side, and with time, I was like, okay, yeah, social type three, that makes the most sense because for a year I wasn't sure at all, and it was very hard for me to see it. And when I saw that, it really helped me a lot. Like I remember, like in 2023 when the social type came out, like knowing generalization was a problem in my life. It really helped me out a lot, and I think that's why I went more into the AI route. I mean, role at that point because I really want to kind of have more generalization, kind of extend my ground on other stuff. And yeah, I think it made me cooler. I feel like to like more generalization with time. I was like, okay, I got that a little bit, but knowing that in 2023 really helped me actually. Yeah.
I think the video is lagging a little bit, but it's okay. Your audio came through,
So
no
I
problem.
think okay, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah, you like it a little bit, you too. I think we
yeah,
both
yeah. I'm not sure which one it is, but whatever. But the I was just saying
think that
that.
like I don't
Is it okay now?
know. Shit. I see you sometimes like freeze.
Yeah, but the audio is coming through, right? It's just the video that's freezing, right?
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I hope you can be good.
Okay. So, anyways, I just wanted to say though that even though those other people that you mentioned are your type twins, like Sacha Baron Cohen and that guy who made Dune, I forgot his name again. But I think the one that you look at like the most is Timothy Chalamet. Like
Denis
that's
Villeneuve.
what's that? Oh, slagging again, I think. Okay, we'll just wait until it comes back. I'm not sure if it's me
Wow,
lagging.
you're lagging. That-
Is it better now?
It might be me with my. Okay, I will try something.
Is it okay now?
Okay. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, perfect. I just want to say
It's
that
reasonable.
I think that the celebrity that you look like the most is Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
even though he's double feminine and you're MF, but I think
Yeah, I'm like a buff Timothy Chalamet.
exactly that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Um, but I also, what I've seen is actually a lot of social type threes do end up becoming managers, and they're actually good managers also. So it's not like, oh, only social types two can be manager and only social type threes can be specialists. Because I feel like in real life it doesn't work that way. I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes you get put in a position where it's not aligned with your social type, but it's still good because it powers up your weaker social
Mhm.
type, then you're more balanced. Like I'll give you an example for one of the companies I work for, because I work in marketing for one of my day job. And I have six jobs, by the way. That's the generalist life for you. Six part-time jobs. So one of them, I work as a marketing coordinator. I manage a marketing department, and my direct manager is an INFJ jumper, NITI, and he's social type three. He has all the social type three things. Like he has the flex. He only specializes on managing the operations of this company. That's it. He doesn't want to do anything else. He just wants to manage the operations. That's it. He gets really upset if you like, because the CEO sometimes tries to get him to do something else outside of his scope, and he'll do it because he doesn't want to go against the boss, obviously, but
Yeah.
he doesn't want to do it, right? He'll tell me he doesn't want to do it. Um, and he's like, the stereotype with the social type three is the complaint machine. He's always complaining about something.
Yeah.
And But he's a really good manager. Like, don't get me wrong, as a VP of operations, he's great. Like in that area. I know it sounds kind of weird. Like you can specialize in management. I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Why not? And that's what he specializes in, right? Like, and then my boss for the company, he's an ENTP, social type one. So I work for a company that's all observers. It's kind of nice. Like it's actually really nice to work with all observers. Like all my coworkers are observers. We don't have a single decider in the office, and it's like it's smooth, because everyone's when everyone talks, it's always about things, you know, or like or the EPs talk about the government, right? Or like whatever. It's always the same. It's likable. But the point I'm trying to say is like I've seen a lot of social type threes that are managers that are really, really good, or they're
Yeah.
absolutely terrible. Because my other job, I have a fitness job, and one of the managers there actually is one of my friends back in when I was in college, and he's a social type three. That guy flexes like crazy, right? And also he's allergic to broad responsibility, right? He only wants to do like that one small thing.
Yeah.
But as a manager, he's awful because um, as a manager, sometimes you have to do work outside of your hours because you're managing a department. So if there's like fires happening in the department, you might have to do like some emails or calls outside of your hours because you're responsible for that department, right? And he's like, no, don't contact me outside of my work hours. But I'm like, but the department's burning down. Like you're the captain of the ship. You know what I mean? So there's well, like the other social type three, my other boss, even though he hates it, absolutely hates it, doesn't want to do it, he'll do it because he knows he's the captain of the ship. It's like there's growth and fixed mindset, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
so you can have like two social type threes in that management position, and one is not growth mindset, and the other one is growth mindset, and like completely different reaction to the situation.
Yeah, it changed how it is done, and I think that specialized is kind of. I mean, they say it, like it's OI. It's kind of the OI.
Yeah,
So sometimes it's kind of random. It's like okay, like if the person job is really in the OI, and the person really care about that job, like he will do everything maybe,
yeah.
and if not, he doesn't care so much or something like that. Like it's really passion. I think with the flex, like if me like I might specialize into something for a while, but if I'm not passionate about it, I don't really give if I like I don't do the like I might do the bare minimum, let's say. But with my true passion and specialization, I will do the thing all the way down. Yeah.
So what are you super passionate about then that you're gonna go all the way down?
I mean, OPS, psychology. I mean, I'm investing, I would say. And I mean, I like technologies and AI and all that. I mean, that goes hand in hand with investing in some sense. And I mean, that's more the thing that I'm willing to go all the way down. And yeah, so I mean, I'm a broker too, so I can sell insurance now and all that. But I see that. that that part I'm not really specializing that hard because I did that to know more about the SI, the insurance, and all that, and kind of have some kind of bonus. No more the investing part, but like the broker part of selling insurance. I'm kind of discovering that okay, for a while I specialized into that, but I didn't really like it. So I can see that my flex or my passion, like internal drive, is kind of falling off a cliff with that. I'm like, I don't think I will do that for my life. I might do it for a while and just, learn a little more and pursue that a little bit, but I will, it's not something that I'm willing to go all in and really be passionate about for the rest of my life, let's say, instead of OPS, psychology, and investing, something like that.
Can you share a little bit about that internal drive? Because you're internally motivated as a social type 3, right? Because social type 2s and 4s are externally motivated and 1s and 3s are internally motivated. So can you share a little bit about that internal drive and how that motivates you? And also because you're a social type 3, you don't have friends missing. It's number 3 on your stack, right?
Yeah.
So you can get a little bit of external motivation too. Because like I'm a social type 2, so I'm primarily externally motivated, but it doesn't mean I don't have any internal motivation. It's just not high, but I have enough. I have enough that if I need to get something done, I can do it. Um, you know, but external motivation is definitely where the fuel comes. But your fuel comes internally. So can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, people have sent me a lot of video like to motivate me or something that like there's some people that like they need the connections with the motivation with other people and like me it's like I don't really care about your motivation video like like I don't get motivated by people in see like me it's more like putting like a big metal music video and just be in my own stuff and it's I feel like like it seems that myself generate the drive just by being alone or something like that. I don't. I mean, I might need sometimes like going to concert. It does motivate me, let's say, or I mean, talking to friends sometimes. But it's not the motivation that I prefer. Let's say, like I prefer to be okay. Like to have like I don't know the fire. Maybe it's the FI, but I prefer to have some kind of fire, like okay alone. I know my place and something like that, and and I have some passion about it. It's not really something that I gain with being with other people. Like it does motivate me, I would say, because it's like in the third place, but it's not as something that I rely on as heavily as the internal drive, I would say, for sure.
Okay, okay, that's interesting.
But maybe because I'm a mobile, I'm not sure. It's really hard sometimes to like like between types and social type.
Yeah, but I think it's definitely obvious because my girlfriend is an INTJ jumper, right? She's sleep consume play blah. So my girlfriend's technically a mope, right? But
Yeah.
my girlfriend's a social type 4. So if you see my girlfriend, she has a tendency to be even more extroverted than I am, even though I'm the crackhead, because she loves friends. Her motivation is friends. Like like the only thing that like she wants to do is hang out with people all the time, even though she's a double introvert. It's so weird. And then the only time and she has no flex whatsoever. Like absolutely doesn't have any flex. Like doesn't want to flex at all. Like the only time she wants to achieve something is because she has a coach, and the coach is pressuring her, or she's gonna look like she'll look like an idiot if she doesn't achieve the goal. Like for example, I'll give you a concrete example. So me and my girlfriend, we did an experiment recently. We saw a naturopath, and we've always thought naturopaths were kind of quackish, like they don't really know what they're talking about. They're kind of like pseudoscience. But
Okay.
I saw we have a chiropractor that we see, and I know chiropractors also in the pseudoscience realm, but the chiropractor that we see is more evidence-based. He does show us charts of the human body and stuff, and he's a competitive power lifter, and so he's showing us like he has like metrics for everything. So it's not like, oh, I'm just pulling this out of my butt. And like what I like about our chiropractor also is he acknowledged that chiropractic is based on quackery, like the foundation of it. But he said there's people that's moving out of it now, is moving towards the more fitness and evidence based. So, anyways, he recommended us to another person that's a naturopath that's also evidence based, that tracks everything, tracks your body fat percentage, tracks your VO2 max, tracks your your resting heart rate. So everything's by metrics. It's not by like, oh, NF magic, NF, fairy, whatever. Like it's actually tracked with ST. And it's like we saw this weird naturopath guy that's he's from the military, the Canadian Forces. Like so I was like, what the hell is like a naturopath? Like how did like a Canadian Forces person end up as in the naturopath realm, right?
Yeah.
That's why, like, even though he's NF, because I talked to him, he's definitely very NF, but I think his NF and ST is balanced, and I feel like he has them both activated, and I think he's a social type one also. Like I can tell because when I saw the guy, he's like definitely like all about like winning, achieving, right?
Yeah.
Um, anyways, so we signed up for this program. It's called the athlete program to try to improve our fitness level so that we can, me and my girlfriend are training to do like a big trek in a few years in Chile. It's like a 5-day, multi-day
Oh,
trek.
nice. Yeah.
So, so we have to get in shape, right? For this trek. Because usually when we do treks, we just do it without like any proper training, and we always feel like garbage after. Our body's destroyed after. So we're like, let's do this properly this time. Let's properly prepare. Let's. So when we do it, yes, we'll still get beaten up, but we're not gonna be destroyed after. You know. So
Is it like 5 days nonstop or like how much kilometers or something like that?
I don't know how many kilometers. I think it's about 10 to 20. I think it's about if I were to guess, about 12 to 20 kilometers per day. Uh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's definitely a long day. I've done hikes before though. Like I've done like 30-kilometer hikes in one day before. So it's not like I've never
Oh,
done.
is it in the mountain? Why in Chile?
It's in Patagonia. It's called W. It's called the W circuit. So there's sections that are definitely like rough. It's more uphill, but there's
Yeah,
sections that
yeah.
are more flat. So you know,
Okay.
so it depends on like the day. Some days will be easier than the others, I guess. Um, but we've done harder ones. Like we went to Nepal and we've done treks there, and we did the Annapurna circuit, for example.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, and it's super hard. Your body's absolutely wreck after. But you know, the point is, the point of the story is like now that we have this guy that's keeping us accountable, because he's like, okay, these are the metrics you have to hit in 3 months after when I see you guys again. We're gonna do another VO2 max test. We're gonna do another metabolic body fat percentage test. We're gonna do more resting heart rate tests because those are metrics that tells you your fitness level and how healthy you are, right? So, so we have to lose our body fat by a certain amount of percentage. So I have to lose weight. She has to lose weight. We have to track our macros. So everything's tracked, right? So suddenly my girlfriend is all like amped up. She's suddenly so motivated. And she's not motivated because she wants to crush it. She wants to win. She's doing everything because she doesn't want to look like an idiot. Like the joke that she's saying is like, oh, we go back to our reassessment and it gets worse or nothing changes. And the guy will just look at us and be like, you guys wasted your time. This 3 months was a complete waste of time. So
yeah.
I find it funny that my girlfriend was more motivated by that than like anything. And she's like I said, she's a mope like you, like a double introverted in the front, right?
Yeah.
But she's extra because of the external motivation. That's what she's like motivated by. Well, for me, I am motivated by that, but I do have flex third, so it's not like missing. So I have it enough that even before we saw the guy already, I had like motivation to improve. But obviously with the external motivation, it's even easier. So I'll take the external motivation anytime because as a two, it's just easier. So I just thought like based on what you said, it's like oh because you're a mope, but dude, if you see number four double introverts, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know some, and yeah, I mean, since the social type, I've typed people in my surrounding and just in my data, in my database, and all that. And yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird sometimes. Like double masculine, social type 4, or like a very mopey guy like NT, but like social type 4. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's really weird and
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like Jonathan, for example, in the community, he's a four ENFP like you,
Ah,
exactly the same as you except four, right? And he like loves people, freaking
yeah.
like loves people. So it's just interesting to see that for sure. But then you get the opposite. You get like the play, blast, consume, sleep number ones, and they don't. And there's like what trying to avoid socializing with people for the purpose of socializing. There's always they'll do it for whatever boost the status.
Yeah,
What?
they do it for status. Like
Yeah,
I know Sleep Last ESFJ play blast consume, and he's like at the work of my father, and he's a social type one, and it's very weird. It's really weird, like the ESFJ, but social type one, like but all the way, crank all the way up.
Yeah.
It's like, but you can see that the guy wants attention, and he wants to be the leader or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's kind of DE and NF, so it's kind of very weird at the same time. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. It's weirder to see it when EJs do it. Like EJ's number one. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
very DI. It feels very
Uh,
DI, but they're doing the DE. But I feel like I feel like the saviors and your demons, or I feel like your saviors actually serve your social type. I don't think I think the because I was thinking about like DI and DE people because my girlfriend's DI,
mhm,
but she genuinely cares about other people, and she genuinely wants to serve the tribe, even though she's DI. So the DI is the default, and but then she has that need to serve the tribe, right? Even though because she's the number four, right? It's like a weird dynamic, right?
mhm,
Well, for me, even though I'm DE, because I'm a social type two, work comes first above everything else. I would avoid social situations if I have if I have work that I need to do. It's weird. Like that, I think that's
mhm,
when I was talking to Dave, because like how do you tell? Because a two and a four looks very similar. Like the only thing you can tell the difference is number two is like work before friends, and then the other one is not missing flex. So if you can find those two,
mhm.
then that's how you just identify if someone's a two versus like a four, because it looks very similar, honestly. Especially for me, I'm savior play. Like how does that look like a number four, right? So you know, um, I think for like specialists, it's even more tricky. Like Dave, for example, like how is he a number two? He's like specializing in OPS, right? But he's like a two, you know.
Unless,
It's weird. And he's an
yeah, yeah,
IJT,
yeah.
you know.
No, um, like there's definitely some connection with the social types and the type of animals it can exhibit or something like that. Yeah, I think it's more universal. It's more like that there's some type of levels, and some connect with each other more, but it doesn't mean that that you have a better play or better sleep or something like that. It's just that they connect more in terms of universal, but it's kind of complicated to explain that more. But I do think that definitely there's some connection with the animals and the social types.
You think there's no
Yeah.
connection, you mean?
Connection. There's a
Oh,
connection.
there's connection. I see, I see. The
Of
one
course, yeah, of course, I will say there's connection as any dominant.
sure. You know the thing that the pattern that I'm seeing that I think is kind of interesting is the difference between one and twos. Because they look kind of similar also in some regard, right? But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the biggest one that I've seen is for number ones, ethics is optional versus two. That's like the biggest thing that I've noticed is that for number ones, ethics is
You
optional.
said you said epic.
Ethics,
You said the what? What's the word?
ethics.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
ETHICS. I think that's how you spell it.
Yeah,
ETH.
yeah, okay, okay.
Ethics, yeah.
Okay.
Ethics is optional because number ones will do whatever it takes to win. And if of course they'll do their best to be ethical, but if ethical gets in the way of winning, that goes out the window. You know. Um,
Yeah.
well, like with number twos, they not like
Okay.
not. I mean, some of course will do it, but like the average number two will not throw away the ethics. Because the ethics
Yeah.
is attached to friends or community, and because of the save your friends, they don't want to hurt the community. But with number ones, with the friends being last, then of course, like I said, they'll try their best. But if it gets in the way, out the window, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like
sometimes you,
status winning is like it's like higher than just like making sure people are fine. Let's say.
yeah,
It
100%. Yeah,
might sound harsh.
I think the trickiest number one is actually Mr. Beast because he's he's like the consume for ENFP is NF, right? And your consume is tied to your external image that you portray to the world. So as an ENFP, you're gonna put that image that you're altruistic, that you're a good person, you're purposeful, you're meaningful, you're deeper, you're not like someone that is shallow. But then when you get to know an ENFP and you have the SF sleep, oh, it turns out, oh, you're just It's more primitive that what your actual desire is actually more primitive than what it looks like from what's being projected externally. So Mr. Beast, he's smart because he is doing things for the purpose of the SF, which is to be the most to be popular. And he is number one for the metrics for the most popular YouTuber in the whole world, right? Um, but he's hedging it with NF Consume, where he's doing all this philanthropy work so that his image looks like he's like helping the world, he's making the world a better place, which he is. Of course, he's doing it. But I feel like it's
Yeah,
like I feel like it's a hedge. It's like a he thought about it, like because if you have if you play last, you double activate sleep, so you're like planning things, right? So he's planned that image meticulously. So it's not like, oh, you're just a shallow YouTuber. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're wait a minute, you're doing all this good things for the world. Kind of hard to attack you, you know? Um, so I thought it was like brilliant, from like, you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Yeah, he crafted his image very well, but I think that he did a good job to just focus on the popularity and like what works for other people.
yeah.
And it just turns out to be a popularity game that he just did the same things over and over. And he did the play to some degree to just, do content creation with other people. And I don't know, I think, I remember like seeing that just at one time he helped someone and the person thanked him and it's really like anchored in his FI and he really liked that kind of feeling. So I think that really helped him if I do that to people, they will really like me. So in order to move in the social hierarchy, I have to do them. And yeah, the social type 4 will like me or something like that. I have seen an interview where we talk about that. Okay, the recording is okay.
I think we're okay now. Did it come back?
Oh, it's froze.
It froze a little
Okay,
bit.
okay. Fuck.
Yeah, just a little
I
bit.
went to a Mr. Beast rant.
Yeah, I heard parts of it, but
Just a
some
little
parts
bit.
got
Okay,
cut off.
okay, fine. But yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
Anyway, Mr. Beast.
Well, actually, if you look
I'm
at
gonna
Mr.
crush Mr. Beast.
Beast's eyes,
Anthony.
it looks like it's dead, right? And I noticed with number one, sometimes when you talk to them, their eyes are like dead, like there's nothing
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
There's no soul. I think it's because
Right.
I think it's because like when like number ones, they're not thinking about the present time. Because like, if you look at the cross check that I think it was Shan that put up the cross check for social types. For number ones, the future is positive and the past is negative, right? Well, like if you're number two,
Mm.
the future and the past are both positive, and if you're number three, the future and the past are both negative, and if you're number four, the past is positive and the future is negative, right? So that's like one of the cross checks that Shan said, for like the outlook.
Yes.
Um, so I think when you
Yeah,
talk,
that's a question.
sorry,
Yeah, sorry. I just want to say that's a question that I asked Sham actually on the live show
yeah,
at one point, and that was about that. But like, I thought that for me, I thought that the social type one were negative about the future and the past, but they were kind of positive, pessimistic. That they want to because the world suck. I want to change it. But yeah, I throw that, and so yeah, it was my ideas.
oh yeah, that's awesome.
First, it was my question first, and not my idea. But
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, well, glad that you brought it up then, because otherwise then this wouldn't have gotten honed out, otherwise.
yeah,
Um,
that's my flex.
there you go. Yeah, there's your like, yeah. But dude,
That's my
like,
etiquette. That's me that put the stamp.
yeah, I think like the way I
That's
see the number ones though with the future thing, it's like in the future you are like here. In the present you're here. That's why it's positive. It's like you're just higher in the
yeah,
future. Your status is higher.
yeah, yeah,
But they can't enjoy the present moment, which is like the downside, right? They can't enjoy the moment. They can't celebrate their wins because there's always like the next mountain to conquer. And I think that's why they also
yeah.
look dead in the
There's
eyes
only this.
when you talk to them, because when you talk to them, they're not here. They're not in this. They're not here. That's why they're dead. And then they also have
Yeah,
demon friends, right? Like at the very bottom. So they're not trying to connect with you. Because if you're trying to connect to someone and their eyes is full of like, life, then that's almost, I feel like that's like a sign of like wanting to connect with someone also. But like the eyes are dead, so no connection. And also you're not here because you're
Yeah,
thinking about the future. Everything that you're doing is pre-planned in order to achieve that goal at the top. So you're going through
yeah,
the motions needed to to reach the status, right? You know.
yeah.
Um,
Just stamping the steps and no limits, like no limits to the status game or to winning, yeah, or some just be known, yeah, yeah. Status game, I guess, yeah.
well, you're three, so you do this, you do some of that. So how are you doing that stuff too? Because I do see number threes also doing some of that because they're aware of the game also, you know.
Yeah, I mean, not so much when I was young, to be honest. It's more later on, I would say, that I was more aware of it. But I mean, I'm not actively doing the status game so much, to be honest.
Okay.
So I don't relate so much to the social type one with that. But yeah, to be honest, not really. Yeah,
Okay, so you're aware of it, but you don't participate in it.
yeah, not really. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that the social type three are not as gangster as the one. So the one is like gangster,
Yeah.
trying to be known, or like kind of give movements to the tribe or something like that. Like, okay, we have some drive, let's do it. I
Yeah.
think that the social type three are, yeah, they have flex, but they are more followers or like okay, like maybe at some place they want to push some things more, but in a specific area. Or I think it's more, yeah, I think it's more that, yeah, I do think that I want people to see that I'm good at certain things, but outside of that, I don't really care so much. Yeah,
I think where that's
yeah,
interesting
I don't
is
have a status game or yeah,
I saw an interview before with Kendrick Lamar, you know the rapper. Um, and when they interviewed him,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they said to him that, "Oh, you won all these awards. You're gonna be the greatest rapper of all time or the greatest musician of all time, like Michael Jackson." And then the first thing he said is like, "No, no, 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 no. I am not Michael Jackson level." Like so it's like as a number
Okay,
three, he didn't want to be like the top. You know, he wanted to be acknowledged as one of the best, but he didn't want to be the top.
yeah,
So the moment someone tried to compare him to Michael Jackson, he just said, "No, no, 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 not Michael Jackson level."
yeah,
You know, so I thought that was really interesting.
yeah.
Like as a three, like because a lot of people would put him in
But
the.
now,
Sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh no, that's okay. It's just that yeah, I just thought about like the social one and four being more decider, and the two and three being more observer,
Yeah,
because I just like realized talking a little bit that I was like, okay, it's true that I want recognition or like the status game, whatever, but it's more for a type of project. It's more a project actually. It's more yeah, yeah, it's more a type of project. Right.
well, okay, I want to ask you a question then about your social type, about like being a number three, in terms of like what you fantasize in terms of your goals. Because like I'm a number two, and what I fantasize about is like I have my own studio, and all I'm doing is making YouTube videos. That's it. That's all I'm doing all day. Like that's, and everything
Oh,
revolves around that YouTube
mhm.
video that I'm making. That's what I fantasize on being. It's like
That's your dream.
I have like a specialist fantasy that I'm having, right? But then I don't know if you're like a number three. Do you have like generalist fantasies? Like, oh, I want to like run a business or run like a department in a company. Like, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I already tried to live this fantasy, like we kind of investing or trying business project, but I don't do them actively. But it's still in my mind that, but I still have to specialize to get there. I have to know the insurance or the investing part, or like fucking consume about it to actually after do it, like the whole business social type two racket. But with the broker stuff, it really helped me actually to just like contact people, cold approach, or like stuff like that that the social type two might do. Like and maybe have some kind of because with the agency, I also have to recruit people and like teach them and all that. So I guess that's also more social type two, maybe like running a small business within the business to after scale it and do something about it. So, yeah, don't maybe the social type two dream of mine is more that like I mean independence is freedom is really important for me. So I guess I do align with some kind of social type two or EP kind of narrative of just doing a bunch of stuff that I like or something like that. Uh, but yeah, I think that's more maybe that's also more friends alike that part, but I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, right, because you have friends third, right? So you still want to use some of that.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe my generalization is more like friends alike that I just do a lot of hobbies with people. So that's also what I'm seeing also with my generalization that it end up being a friends thing or like I have to pass through the friends tunnel to get to the generalization of some kind. Yeah.
So you basically your friends will kind of hold your hand to get to generalization.
No, I guess I'm not sure. I would say yes and no, but it's more through other people. I guess everybody does that though, like doing the generalization through some some type. I mean, I'm not sure if everyone do it, but I feel like it's with other people that the generalization might be easier for me. Uh, or I think it's more that it motivates me with the friends uh, to go to do the generalization. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
maybe you're right, actually. Yeah.
All right, man. Last
Yeah.
question I have for you before we switch to your channel. Is
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
journey working on your ST Blast Blast. How's
Ooh.
that been like? Because it's been like years since I last interviewed you. I think it was 2023 when we did our interview, and then you've been type already 2 years before that. So you've been type since like 2021 or something. Um, what has your experience been like with your ST Blast since you've discovered that you were ST Blast Blast?
I mean, it's been 6 years now that I've been typed, and I always return to OPS when I have some kind of tidal waves. Like in 2020, I had a tidal wave. 2023, I had a tidal wave. Right now, I have a small tidal wave, but now I'm more used to it. But it's not
That's funny.
always active. What? Okay, my phone, not a lot of charge. Okay, it's fine for just the last blast of the interview. But yeah, I mean, I practiced blast. I did the website. I try to externalize more the information that I have in my mind. I might be a professor actually at a college at some point. I would like to do that. So really practice talking and all that. Blast is not just talking, but just organizing. No, no. The problem with that is that oftentimes it's more a sleep thing for me. When I do the blast, it's more like my own stuff, and I just talk into a fucking tunnel instead of talking to people actually. But yeah, I mean, for 14 months, I've been to class just writing on the dashboard and recording videos. I think I record like maybe 78 videos, So I have not shared them on YouTube and all that, but really to practice me with some type of psychology OPS stuff. And yeah, so I try to externalize the information. I would say the first thing. The second thing is really to talk. I try to really talk nonstop and try to share my plans with people. It's harder to share my plans with people, like what's up with people, because like people don't know what I'm doing, and I think that's also the problem with Blasters. We don't tell people what we are doing, so people are have kind of avoided of information. Okay, what Mathias is about, they don't really know because I don't say what I'm about and all that. But yeah, so I think I've gained awareness about that over the years, and I try hard to be better at it. But it's a process, and I'm sure that I have much to learn. So yeah,
Well, you know what? I think Dave and Chan did say like your last animal affects other people more than yourself in some way, because that's how you cause grief to the tribe. So when you said that
yeah,
with your
yeah,
ST blast, you're not telling people what you're doing, it's kind of like, oh, you're causing grief to the tribe. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the blast people in my life, whether that be in real life or, when I play online games and stuff. And it's always the same. Like they're not telling me what they're doing, and it causes issues when it comes to planning, you know.
Mm.
It's like I'm trying to plan something, and then last minute you'll tell me finally what you're doing. I'm like, well, you should have told me this like a week ago or something. Then I can integrate in the plan. Because anyone else that's not Blast Last have told me already. So it's only like this one person that's Blast Last that caused grief for the entire tribe. Because yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways,
Mm.
I totally get what you're saying though. So I think that's interesting that
Yeah.
be
For
aware.
some reason, I'm better. Yeah. For some reason, I'm better with friends, but like with my life goals, like when it's really like key life goal is harder for me. I don't know why.
When it
Like to
comes
see
to
this
like
harder, yeah.
it's harder at work, you mean, or something?
I mean, just keeping up with people, I mean, the blast is more that I have a hard time saying what I'm on about, but it's more like serious stuff. So it's more like I don't care telling people whatever bullshit. But like when it's really like it's serious, but it's like in my OI plan that my demon OI is like when it's really about the OI, like I really have a hard time
Oh, okay.
sharing it with other people when it's a serious OI. It's not like some bullshit, a random crap OE that I saw or keeping up with people or something.
So if it's
I
serious,
don't know if that makes sense there, but
so
I
wait,
just want to mention.
I'm just trying to clarify. So if it's serious, you don't want to share it? Oh no, his phone is dead. Okay, well, I guess we'll end the interview here because his phone died. I'm gonna go to Mathias' channel actually to do an interview with him. So he's gonna interview me instead. So we'll end the interview here, and thanks everyone for watching.